if you are trying to heal your relationship with food, it is important to stay hydrated. Now, this is just one part of being a healthy version of you healing your relationship with food. And I forgot my headphones today, so hopefully the audio is okay. I'll be sure to speak up because sometimes I mumble. But staying hydrated. Sometimes our thirst can manifest as hunger. One way our body takes in water is through food, fruits, vegetables, soup, etc. And so sometimes we'll feel hungry when all we really need is water. And so I don't want this to be construed, mixed up with me telling you that if you're hungry, just drink some water, because that is a weight loss industry, like something that they advertise, that if you are hungry, drink a glass of water and then maybe your hunger will go away. So you know how much fluid you've been taking in, and you know, like, oh, I ate 3 hours ago, I'm starting to feel hungry. Maybe you're hungry. And I think it's more important to just be aware of staying hydrated throughout your day, drinking fluids throughout the day. And so fluids, water, tea, coffee. Now, some people may say coffee dehydrates you, but if you've ever given blood, the nurses say they want you to have drinking so much water throughout the day, and that's because it helps to dilate your veins so that it's easier for them to find a vein. And the fact is that, yes, coffee can be a diuretic. It can take water out of your system, but it's still a liquid. It's still a fluid. And I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert. So is coffee the best thing for you to be drinking to stay hydrated? Definitely not if it's the only thing you're drinking. And if you are someone who doesn't drink water at all, you drink coffee, you drink pop, that's kind of it. I knew someone who only drank pop, and I'm like, my hot take on that is it's childish and it's immature. Like, you don't like the taste of water. Okay, some people have gross tap water. That's not a good excuse. Okay, our body loves water. It's made up of water. Water has so many benefits, which I will get to. So if you don't like plain water, okay, 1, you can force yourself to sip on it, or 2, you can put it in something that you find more enjoyable. So 1, you can make tea, iced tea, hot tea. I say stay away from, if you're not drinking water, I also don't think you should be drinking sweet tea throughout the day, because that's just so much sugar. Coffee, if you're just drinking coffee throughout the day, probably not great either, especially if you're just drinking really sweetened coffee. But broth, do you like to sip on bone broth, chicken broth, vegetable broth, beef broth? That can be really yummy. It does have quite a bit of salt, so that's something to be aware of, because salt will draw moisture out of your body too, so it's kind of a balance thing. I don't advocate for these either, but if it's a way to get you to drink water, adding Mio, it's that stuff you can squirt into your water, or Crystal Light. The reasons I don't like those two things in particular is because they have fake sugars in them, and I'm not a fake sugar person. Stevia, I'm okay with, because it's naturally derived, but I won't get into that. But benefits of water, and I don't need to tell you all of these. You already know a lot of these, but we'll go to the CDC. Benefits of drinking water: it can help you keep a normal body temperature, lubricate and cushion joints. So some of these benefits aren't really I'm trying to heal my relationship with food, but the thing is, these healthy habits, or getting back into having a healthy relationship with food, has further reaching benefits than just healing your relationship with food and not being obsessed with food, binge eating, other unhealthy other unhealthy eating habits. Protect your spinal cord and other sensitive tissues. Get rid of waste through urination, perspiration, and bowel movements. So it can help keep you regular. It can help ease constipation. And your body needs more water in hot climates, when you're more active, when you're running a fever, and when you're sick, because fluids can help flush bad things out. So let's go to, I want to do another one. WebMD. Is WebMD legit? Is WebMD legit? That's a good question. Let's see. They mention it can help control how much food you're taking in. It can help energize your muscles. It can help your skin look good. Now, something that was true for me was with binge eating, one of the ways that my body like flushed out the bad stuff was I would break out more. So now, like if I overeat or if I overindulge in really like sugary processed food, about a week later, I have an increase in breakouts. But flush it, like I said, drinking water and taking a lot of fluids can help flush your body of bad things. Let's see. I want to go to the Mayo Clinic. I just passed it, didn't I? Where are we? No, come back. Don't want to lose it. Mayo Clinic. Well, that's how much water should I drink every day? Yeah, basically the same thing. So maybe more information than you wanted to have, but it's so important to stay hydrated for so many more reasons. But if you're trying to heal your relationship with food, make sure you are sipping on water throughout the day, sipping on something. You're getting water into your body on a regular basis. And it can be annoying, like, oh, I have to go pee all the time. You're in school, you're at work, you have to pee all the time. Something that helps me is not chugging the water. You don't have to chug water, just gradually sip it throughout the day. And that helps me not like have to go pee like all the time. I still go to the bathroom quite often, but it also helps me stretch my legs because I have to get up and walk to the bathroom. So if you're trying to heal your relationship with food, don't forsake your water intake. That rhymed. I didn't intend it to, but I'm happy it happened.